So I didn't see him for a long time, and suddenly now we're meeting so often it feels like, and I know that there's more that I'm going to meet him. Hello, how are you doing again, sir? You haven't changed a bit in the last couple of years, but the last two people that are sitting over there, so I'll tell you something, and I'll come to the lady in the middle as well. If I ever think of, unbelievable sustenance in physicality, forget about the performance, we'll come to that as well. I have to give you gold medals, both of you here. It's unbelievable. I have gone through fantastic physiques, great work ethic, workouts, looking so fit. Your calves, Mahek, you could kill someone with them, man, right now. So, Ashmit and Mahek, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, bro.
And it is true, bro. We've all gone through you're like a warrior still in the gym and you're still hanging in there. I love it.
I have to keep up with her.
Yeah, but we'll come to that in the middle. And this lady in the middle here packs a punch as well. She says she stays this fit by holidaying and stuffing food down her stomach. I like that. Nice to meet you again, Manjari. It's been a while. Yeah. So this is a very, very different mix of people. I would never in my life have dreamed of this kind of a star cast. Very, very interesting. Very interesting, motley group of people that has been put together. So let's talk with the elder statesman first. So you walk in and yes, there's a murder mystery. And the synopsis, of course, everybody knows. But when you're walking into this, like we were discussing, you're saying yes to a lot more now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to get busy. I want to work.
Yeah.
I take what's best from whatever is being offered to me.
Yeah.
But I'm at a stage where I just enjoy the fact that I'm exploring with the different kind of work that's coming my way. Yeah. I wouldn't say that I'm not being picky and choosy, but at the same time, I'm not trying to wait for something extraordinary to come my way. Just like enjoying my work, man. That's it. All work is good as long as I feel it's a little different to do. Yeah.
2017, I think, changed a lot of perceptions about what kind of cinema can succeed. Yes, the bigger ones also did well in the end. But I think now I've with so many interactions with so many people, I think we've come to a stage where they don't believe that there is any formula left anymore at all. Yes, there are one or two. So there will be, a Salman Khan film that will succeed. And if it does badly, also will make 100 crores. But there will be the comedy formulas. But otherwise, I think the braveness of filmmakers and actors is at its peak, I think, right now. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, people are experimenting with different kind of cinema at this point in time because over the years, there's been varied entertainment.
Yeah.
So they've got the go-to things to it right now. And certain kind of content has shifted to like the digital or, your television and all that. So bringing people to cinemas, you got to give them a different experience altogether. You got to, so there is where the transition is happening and where people are trying to understand. Even that will probably, it's constantly, there's evolution constantly happening. So there'll be one cinema that'll happen, then you'll probably do it till death, and then you'll realize that you need to do something to break the path, and that's how it's going to happen. Things are not going to change. Hollywood apparently, in the last 25 years, did...
Worst year.
Yeah,
I know.
It did the business that it did 25 years back.
That's true.
So it did that kind of business. So it was like shocking.
Yeah, because also they're spending through their nose and their heads in that kind of cinema. You spend huge money being spent. Ashmit, I have to say, do you have to do some unlearning when you come back in? It's almost like you've been around for a long time, and I've always greatly respected your performance on screen. Yes, you had a bit of bad luck, but sometimes you say that, maybe these are the cards that I've been dealt with, and I'm going to just do what I feel like now. Sometimes I say this to Arbaaz as well. He's been given a raw deal at times just because of the surname that he has and not because his most illustrious brother.
Not really.
But maybe, yeah. Would you feel that, sometimes you got a rougher end of the bargain?
Yeah, there's a few films of mine which I thought were really outstanding films which should have done better. And it's upsetting for me as an actor, but more so for the producers who should have gotten their money back and they lost a lot. Yeah. But I feel that what you deserve comes to you. And I'm just happy and blessed, like Arbaaz bhai said, to be working today. To be a working actor is, with just one hit really to my name in 2004, way back 14 years ago. Yeah. To still be here, still working, I think is a blessing. And I think karmically somewhere I'm...
the same, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, except the beard, He was talking to me how I've been... So 2004 when I started B4U. So there we go, man.
And I was...
Yeah, we're chugging along still the same. Yeah. So, but you sometimes reminiscent, and can it be a time period where, you suddenly say, I'm done with this? And a lot of that, and there are lots of things that you can do as well.
I think by profession, actors are a little bit insecure because it's not a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Unless you're a big star, you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from. You don't know when your next job is going to land in your lap. Like Arbaaz bhai said, you pick from the best that comes to you, and right now I'm at a stage where I pretty much have to pick everything that comes to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, I'm definitely looking at other avenues. I started DJing as well.
Yeah.
But that apart, I'm also investing in a few businesses.
Yeah.
I'm putting to use, like my parents say, finally that my university degree in the US is coming to use. I'm putting my mind into certain other aspects other than just films and filmmaking.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. I think it's about time to stay connected to everything around you. And since we're going down memory lane, we come to you as well.
Yes.
You burst onto the scene. I still remember. I think I started radio then, 2002 or 3. And there was this extremely hot lady that came on screen. And then, and you stayed that, like I said, it's like an aging portion that everyone's taken over here. But you've also had a rough run in between. That you go in and you come back.
Yeah.
And this is almost like, you said, okay, let's come back in. The ego that an actor has to sort of let go of, it happens a lot. A lot of the times I get a phone call saying, sir, I think you should do some TV. I said, how old are you? 24. I said, okay, when you were 10, I was on TV already. Really?
Yeah.
Then they go Google, so it's an ego hit. It happens sometimes. Have you had to also deal with some of that sometimes?
Of course you have to, but also as, times change and everything changes.
Yeah.
And in today's date, when it comes to movies, sometimes when there's really, really big movies with the biggest star cast, you think this is going to be 100% hit.
Yeah.
And, you're a solo heroine in that movie.
Yeah.
But then now filmmaking has changed.
Yeah.
There's so many more characters.
Yeah.
Sometimes the big movies that you think are going to be super hit, they
Yeah.
don't become hit.
True.
And sometimes...
2017 was such a big example of that.
And you as a person, you have to evolve and you have to change. And sometimes you can do a TV show.
Yeah.
Where like when I did, and that was after Wanted. And people knew me more after, and I'm so happy that I did. So yeah, at that time I was
I
like,
can't
should
believe
I
you
do a
survived in
reality?
that. Fantastic place, man.
Yeah, it's quite tough. It's quite tough.
I'm petrified of two things sometimes. I have claustrophobia if I'm stuck in traffic, and I would want to die if I went into a house like that, I feel really scared.
I think it's more that you keep looking at what it is on TV and you think, okay, it's going to be like that, I can't be locked inside. But we are people, when we're on sets, we deal with so many things, so we're kind of used to things happening all the time. So that helps a lot when you're in house.
Nothing can get
But yeah. I mean, I've grown as a person after, and I did it twice.
Yeah, I know.
It's quite,
it's almost she can kick really well, man. You don't want to mess with Mahek. Now you come to
I know how hard she kicks.
we come to that, the kicks. But you also had. Let's go back to this career as well. I mean, so like I said, we're really going down memory lane here. But you also had a very interesting start. You lost your path in the middle, and it can happen to a lot of people. You choose that.
Yeah.
Then you came back in again. So, like I said, when I come to is it hurtful sometimes when you have to come back and onto the drawing board again? Is it easier now in this current day and age because you think that there are lots more avenues and it can happen? So the digital world is there.
Yeah.
You can go back to TV. It's now apparently considered respectful. It wasn't considered, say, about 10 years back. It was considered a come down from it.
Right.
And I remember doing it this to say TV is like a big come down. Now for you, is it an easier process? Have you just let go of all the springs?
I don't know what to say because for me, I think I've been extremely lucky because I have constantly been working, been getting movies. I've been doing lesser work, but like every year, if you observe,
Different kind of
I
films.
have had a film releasing. So there's something or the other constantly happening. Or then I went to the South, I did a few films out there. And I came back. I've been doing a lot of things. I'm doing theatre right now. So I've been keeping myself busy.
That I think is very important to grow as an actor also. I think it's important to leave
that was the reason why I thought I'll do theatre. I wanted to grow as an actor. I want to work on my craft. There's so many things you can do. I mean, it's such a beautiful creative field we are in. I mean, it just does not end at acting. It can be music. I mean, I love music. I sing and everything. So I have a lot of things I actually work on. So, I mean,
Now, 2018 is going to be a year of reckoning for a lot of people. And this is one of the first interviews that we're doing in 2018. I look forward to so much more that we can do. Of course, now we will come to the film, which is a murder mystery. And we started with a murder mystery in 2004, didn't you? Now we're back to another murder mystery.
2003 actually is my first
2003.
movie. End of 2003, yeah. Intiha, Vikram Bhatt Singh and Intiha.
Very interesting group of actors who got along. Or who was the most irritating on set? Let's ask you that.
Why ask him?
I think we all got along very well, and the great part is that we know each other for the longest time. Ashmit and Mahek, we know each other for the longest time.
Which is why you should know the best about them. You have to give me one really irritating, late on set.
Yeah.
Who?
Both of us.
Really?
Remember Power Couple? We were the last ones to walk in.
Is that always the case?
Yeah, because he's always on time.
Wait,
He's
so
always on
you also
time.
always be on time?
5 minutes
We were always on
chalta hai.
time. This is during a TV show that we did where Arbaaz and Malaika were hosting it.
Yeah.
and there was a bunch of couples, and we would always be the last couple to.
And the reason of that would
And
be...
I was the last to always leave the set because I had to, interview all the couples. There were times when theirs used to be earlier or late or whatever. That didn't matter to me because by the time I reached my hotel and I had a call time at 9 o'clock and I was probably in my room by 3.
Yeah,
times.
agreed.
And 4. And it was...
It's not a film set. So why were you always late? Is it the bathroom? Last minute bathroom? No?
How do you know all the answers?
I'm just asking a
It's
question.
amazing.
Bathroom.
Was it the bathroom?
You know that, right? See, I've got a witness.
Is it true?
Yeah, he's got an OCD with a lot of things, man. He's like too.
I have to clean everything down before I go to use it. So half my time goes in cleaning everything.
Really? So
Scrubbing the toilet
must be
down.
difficult to have him around all the time.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Yeah, it's
OCD.
very
You know,
difficult.
I come home, I remove my shoes. He's like, what's going on? Why is his shoes there? I'm like, I've just entered.
Running after cleaning up.
He's really OCD.
Wow. You don't have any such problems, right?
No, not at all.
So you're actually separate from this lot in the film also. Yes, he's the investigating officer. You're like the suspect. So when you walk into the film, was there a lot of discussion off? Because it's a serious film, I'm assuming. Was there a lot of fun outside, like say, cut and action?
I think Arbaaz is extremely entertaining to hang around with.
Yeah.
So I think there was not one single dull moment during the shoot.
I know he has
So,
a lot of stories also. You can get a lot of stories out of Arbaaz.
Yeah.
You're on the set, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he a big gossip?
No, no, he doesn't gossip. No, not at all. I think,
I
he
think
needs
you
people.
have a lot of gossip, but you can't give it to everyone.
I don't really indulge too much in gossip, and I don't even encourage too much of it. So if somebody was to tell me something, I'll hear it and probably not even convey it to somebody. Oh, I heard this shit. I'm just let it be. But I like joke about circumstances and situations around me.
Yeah.
And, so it's great.
So was she
fun.
like the little scary little one on the set?
No. She's...
Not at all.
I have a people have a misconception about me.
Yeah, you need to do
Completely.
like a Xena Warrior Princess film. Where you just like come out in the orbit like a hunter or something. And then realize that this is the new Manjari that you need to see. It'll be fun.
No, not the new Manjari, maybe the existing Manjari.
Which nobody else knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We're going to do a little makeover on that. But tough film for you to do, or was it a simple film and simple yes as soon as the script was narrated?
Because the script was nice, it was a definite yes from me, and also difficult for me because it was very, very emotionally draining out. Because it was about, like my role in the film is basically this girl who's just stuck, a simple girl who's stuck in a situation where she does not belong.
Yeah.
So it was it was very draining out. So yeah, it was tough.
Lots of thriller films do come out. Lots of murder mysteries do come out. Are you somebody who likes to watch a lot of them in the theater, and then you're able to take in from that? I know we get influenced at times, and I know it happens to a lot of actors. You sort of do get influenced. Are you that kind of actor who's able to, when you start watching films, you start envisioning yourself in these kind of roles?
I think when I watch a movie as a movie, and just to enjoy it. I'm involved in it completely. I think I've been like that always. I mean, I don't watch it from very...
Like an actor's perspective?
Some movies I do. Some movies which I feel I should have been there.
So, yes, there's lots of sex element also as far as the little trailer is concerned, and I see that. And the two best bodies in the business in this film at least are there. So I see that. Do you work out a lot? So whenever you have to expose a lot of your body, I know most of it is in super shape. Are you somebody who will just be like with your OCD, 30 minutes of workout before and 20 minutes in between each shot?
Salil, the funny thing is I just finished a TV show in which I played a character loosely based on Dawood Ibrahim. So I put on a lot of weight, and as you know, in television, you don't get time to work out at all.
Absolutely.
Shooting 15, 16 hours a day. So I'd put on a lot of weight. And when we had to do the shoot for this song, I was actually without a six-pack for the first time in my life.
Was that why we're seeing your back so much?
So I told him, just take a little side profile-ish and take my back, because my back has always been strong. And so the abs are kind of coming back, but I still need 2 more weeks. So yeah, we just kind of managed it.
I say this to a lot of actors who got you had a body when you came in. Do you think it's put like a disadvantage in the longer run because you got to maintain it forever now?
Honestly, like there's this film actually which was releasing the same day as Nirdosh called Hamara Tiranga. That shot 2 years ago. It's releasing now. I'd actually lost my six-pack for that film. So you go from character to character because it was a film based in the 40s. There was no, I'm playing a earthy, very urban, very rural character.
But do you think you were typecast, say, in the middle of your career because of physicality?
Not because of physicality, but definitely genre-wise. I think because murder worked, and my first film was Intiha, the thriller genre, which again I'm a part of, has been kind of stuck to me. I would love to do a comedy or a full-on action film, a nice masala Bollywood film. Something like that where I can actually explore other facets of my acting. But otherwise, the
Comedy is
serious
fun.
comedy is fun. Yeah.
Is he a funny guy sometimes?
Yes, I
Yeah?
was just going to say that. He is so funny, and I always keep telling him, I said, you should show this side more to people. Because as soon as we are out of here, he is cracking jokes. He does the most funniest things. It's so funny from morning to night.
Do you still go on Fridays to watch a film, or are you
I'm very
dedicated cinema viewer?
No, I'm very selective. I don't waste my money or my time.
Do you listen to reviews?
No, I just watch the trailers. If I like the trailer,
okay.
then I definitely will go watch it.
What about you? You don't want to drag him? Would you watch him alone?
Actually, it's the opposite. I don't go and watch movies in the cinema at all.
Really?
Yeah,
have
I
to drag
just
her
wait for the movie to release, and if I hear it's a really good movie, then I make it a point to
Hear
see the
from
movie.
who?
From people
That's-
around.
yeah.
I mean, come on, you get to know when a movie is really good because everybody says, oh, the movie's so good.
No, that's when I never watch the film, because if it's on social media and everyone says it's a brilliant film,
No, I mean,
I'll have
like,
no one's gonna
from,
like, yeah.
from a person
There's
who I
certain
know.
people who you know,
certain people,
whose
yeah.
whose opinion on filmmaking or film
Yeah.
taste you like and you appreciate. So you would listen to them and then say, okay, you should really watch this. Okay, yeah, let's go watch it.
Arbaaz, do you like to go?
Yeah, I do like to go, but I don't see it in the first weekend or so. I like to go maybe on a Monday or a Tuesday quietly and go and see the film. Yes.
So there, like I asked her, do you watch it like a director sometimes?
No, I watch it like an audience. Though I can't, not be aware of anybody's performances or good technical work or whatever. That comes subconsciously to me.
Yeah.
And I'll notice it that tomorrow if I'm like casting for a movie or if I want to take a particular technician.
So the right words are come. If I'm casting for a film, that might just be an audition.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. Yeah, because I have to be aware if I like a particular character in a certain role.
Yeah.
And I have done that in the past. Yeah, when I've cast for my subsequent films after Dabang or even before Dabang, I've seen people in certain roles and I said, I've got to contact this guy, I've got to contact this guy. And I've made my team go and contact them if they were like, if I saw them in an ad for that matter. I've picked a lot of people from ads. Like, in Dabang 2, there was this guy who was with Salman, one of the cops, older guy. I saw him in an ad. So I contacted him.
But that's how Mumbai is supposed to
Tiku
be.
ji, his name is Tiku.
You can get an opportunity at any time.
So there's so many things happen. A technician. I took the cameraman of Dabang. I'd worked with him in fashion. I just loved the way he worked. I liked his style. He was in Madhur, and I said, yeah, this guy's a good guy. So when Abhinav brought in his own cameraman and something happened, I said, listen, I've got a guy I can suggest. So then I suggested
More
Mahek.
like, listen, you better use this guy.
No, I gave him the option to
Yeah.
have his own technical team.
Right.
Like you're a director, you get your own cameraman if you wish. If he's going, he was getting a really good one. He was getting the guy who was working with, Anurag, who's done Dave D and all those movies. So I was like, good. But something happened, dates were not working out. Then I suggested this guy's name and see the work he's done. Yeah, Mahesh Limay, brilliant work.
I think it works, you also when you're around, you sort of get an eye for what works and what doesn't work. Might not as far as box office numbers is concerned, but you do know when there's good work that is happening. I think that's always there. Was this an easy yes for you as far as the film was concerned?
Oh yeah, it was because it all just looked good directly on the face of it. An enthusiastic director who's making his debut film. I like to work with people like that because I know that they've got lots to give. People they're not complacent.
And nobody's really brand new anymore. They've assisted somewhere, they've been part of large processes.
Yeah,
so as such, it's just that their name hasn't appeared as directed by.
They've also directed stuff for people maybe in the past and all that. That kind of stuff happens. So if it's interesting, if it's like up my alley in terms of the character suits me, and it was interestingly challenging also because it was little different. It was not just me stepping into on the
role,
sets and saying, come on, just be yourself.
Yeah.
I had to kind of get the nuances of this particular character and understand what he's all about, and in the way he looked, in the way he behaved, or whatever, how he said his lines. So
There's
it was
always
interesting.
A little bit
nice.
of research always goes in. For you, I think it must have been a larger, jump, let's put it that way. Coming back in, out there and, yes, brand new director, interesting film.
Yes, and also another thing, as I had never done a kissing scene, so for me it was a little bit of like, oh God, I've been here for so long, how will it be? But obviously,
Considering
because
that you've
it's
always had this hot image, I mean, that's never happened.
Never. But now, if you can pick up any movie, I mean, any big actor or actresses, they're all, if it's a love-making scene, I do understand, it's important. You can't do it how you used to do it before, do pool, uske piche. I mean, the scene is important in the story, so it has to be done in a particular kind of way, and people who are watching, they have to feel, that kind of a, oh wow, there's something went wrong, or we have an affair in the movie. So I was a little nervous, but because it's him, it's fine.
Is he tough to do that kind of scene with somebody, even though it's the first time? Is he Like, does he like trying to like throw you off or something?
No, not
No?
not at all actually, because we have a chemistry naturally. But when you do have to do it a little mechanically and it's choreographed, it can get a little difficult.
You had to
sometimes.
choreograph this also?
You have to, because there's a camera.
Man, it's the two of you,
there
man.
is light.
We go this way, we go this way. You just shoot, man. Just
but
keep it flowing.
Camera, light, you frame it.
Space
If you do like
constraint.
this, you'll be covered. If you do like this, if you do like this, you'll be covered. So you have to be, oops on these
So
things.
who was deciding? I have a feeling that you run the show between the two of you. Is that it? Yeah.
Thank God it's a feeling.
But when you come back in, is there any apprehension that people haven't seen me for say a while?
Yeah.
I better be making the right choice. I'm assuming that you thought the most before signing.
No, I didn't. I was just actually happy to get back into the game. But as we're actors, we keep doing something. Either we're watching movies or I go on set and watch other people work or you're reading about it. So you keep working on yourself all the time. It's not that, now it's stopped.
Yeah.
I'm working, now I'm shooting, now I'm not shooting. You keep working on yourself all the time. So yeah.
Okay, so worst food habits on the set. Manjari, you tell me.
Worst food habits.
No,
on the
not
set.
yours. Who? Out of the four.
Worst? No, I think everybody is very, very.
Yeah? Eats everything.
These two discuss.
No, he comes in before and says, what's for food before the set? And I show him there's butter chicken, there's paneer.
I don't.
You had everything.
I eat, but not. Okay. I eat regular good food.
But do you go to the gym also regularly?
Of course I do. Yeah, now I go. I never used to do for a long time, but now I do.
Considering that you come from a rich family, it was very shocking that you did. What about you? Okay, so who's the most mischievous on the set? Again.
Yes.
Eat,
Absolutely.
play.
And comes on time also.
Everything is him.
Okay, so then,
It's like a little child. That's
really? So who's the big daddy on the set then?
Me.
All in one.
Big child, big daddy, big eater, big play, big player.
big comedian.
But it works. As long as it keeps everyone happy on the set, it works. Guys, good luck. I hope that this...
Thank you.
Thank you.
I see a lot of you all in the future a lot more. It'll be nice to see. You, I know, you've got a couple of more films coming out in the next 6 months. And you will meet again.
Yes.
With
very
a new avatar again, and the Xena avatar has to be taken up. Or maybe just do a photo shoot. And we'll get to see the real you.
Yeah.
We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
All right. See you.